Hey guys, my name is Bernardo. Welcome to the Movie Geek channel. I'm here to do another movie review. I'm going to review Baby Driver. Baby Driver is directed by Edgar Wright, starring Ansel Elgort, Jon Hamm, Jamie Foxx, Jon Bertha, Eiza Gonzalez, and Lily James. This is the movie I'm really excited for because two words, Edgar Wright. He had made one of my favorite films of all time, which is Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, and he made one of the best trilogies out there, the Cornetto trilogy with Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, and At World's End. And I love all of his films. They're original, they're different, they're unique, and it's his own touch of the movies, especially Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, even though that's adapted from the manga or graphic novel with the same name. So obviously, I have to see this movie immediately because it's directed by Edgar Wright. Then let's talk about the pros and cons. Well, there's no cons in here. We'll talk about that and my overall thoughts on this movie. So pros. There's a lot of good things about this movie. First off, the chemistry between Lily James and Ansel Elgort characters. The chemistry just actually made a spark in this movie. It's so wonderful to watch and fun to watch. And it just made me smile while watching this movie. It just made it real as a human being, as a relationship, and it just felt so wonderful to watch in the big screen. And I thought all the actors all across the board did an amazing job. And I forgot to mention that Kevin Spacey is also in the movie. He was great in this movie as usual. Kevin Spacey is a great actor. But all in all, Jon Hamm did a fantastic job in this movie. Especially Eiza Gonzalez, another Latino actress. Woo! Jon Bertha did a good job, but Jamie Foxx was great in it. And you gotta talk about Ansel Elgort in this movie. You know, he's from The Fault in the Stars. I enjoyed him in that movie, but he shined the most in this movie. He carries his own on this movie, and it's the title of the movie, Baby Driver, and it's a weird name called the son Baby. Just saying, but he was fantastic because he was playing as a likable character, and at first off in the opening scene, you can tell he's very likable character, and I just adore this character. It's something that we've never seen in any movies at all. He have a very tragic backstory. He have love of music, and he have a lot of relationship. But also, he's a really good driver, and you can say that in the film. Speaking of great driver, the action scenes throughout the whole movie was fantastic, and especially the car chases in this movie was incredible to watch in the big screen. It was a fun time from start to finish, and there's no dull moments in this movie. It just keep you on edge of your seat while watching this movie, and the action scenes just keep going in, and it's just a fantastic action scenes. You can tell Edgar Wright did an incredible job on action, how to shot the car chase, and there's no shaking cameras in this movie, which is amazing to hear, or to watch because I hate shaky cams. And here you can see what's going on in the car chase, and you can see the Ansel Elgort character Baby. You know how smart he is while driving in the car chase, and that is fantastic. And one of the best parts of this movie, hand down, is the heart soul of this movie is the soundtrack. One of the unique things about the soundtrack on this movie had a story to tell, because this is Baby's soundtracks. And the soundtrack all in all had great choices, but it fits on the movie for a reason because it tells a unique story. And it's one of the best soundtracks since Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1. And I have the soundtrack on CD, but I want to get the CD for Baby Driver because the soundtrack in this movie is just fun to hear, and just sometimes watching this movie just make my head move. You know, I'm dancing while I'm watching this movie, and that's what happened throughout the movie. When something music pops up with loud surround sound, my head just began to move like a dancing. So yeah, the soundtrack is heart and soul in this movie, and you can tell I really enjoyed this movie a lot. I adore this movie. This is one of the best films of 2017 thus far, next to Logan, and I just had an incredible time watching this movie because it's directed by Edgar Wright, it's so good to see another Edgar Wright film. It's because I love Edgar Wright, and just Edgar Wright is a fantastic director, a genius of course, and just I love watching his film. His film has a style. And one of the unique things about this movie is that watching Baby Driver, it had Edgar Wright touch all over the movie, you know, and it's just fantastic. And you can tell it's his movie, it's his style of making a movie. And it's one of those movies just I want to see how they did it, how they put up with the car chases. I'm hoping they can do that in the Blu-ray release to put on the making of, so we can see how they did it and how the magic works. And it's because of Edgar Wright. I don't think without Edgar Wright by making this movie, if this movie released without Edgar Wright touch, I think this movie would be falls apart. Because with Edgar Wright did an incredible job with the characters and the action scenes, and why they brought the characters. All the characters had a purpose in this movie. Why the character John Hamm is in it. Why Isa Gonzalez character is in it. Why John Bernthal is in the character. Why Jamie Foxx is in it. Because they all have their backstory and the purpose why they're in this movie, and why they're part of this robbery mission all along because of Kevin Spacey. And it's just all in all, the acting throughout the movie just make believable. Now time for the cons. There is no cons, surprisingly. So overall thoughts on this movie, I love this movie so much. I had a fun time watching this movie in theaters. There's so many funny moments, there's so many wonderful to watch, as in romantic scenes. The action scenes is just fun from start to finish. And there's so many great character moments, especially Baby Ansel Elgort character is just a likable character. I love that character, especially the soundtrack. I need to get the soundtrack. I mean, the soundtrack is heart and soul in this movie. It's the heart of the movie, and it's just fantastic. And I'm gonna give this movie 10 out of 10. That's right, the second film that I will get a 10 out of 10 in this year of 2017. The first 10 out of 10 movie I got was Logan. Now Baby Driver, fantastic. And you bet this movie gonna be on my top 10 favorite films of 2017. And comment on what you think of this movie. No spoilers, of course. I hope you enjoyed this review, and give it a thumbs up, and subscribe if you're new to my channel. I do a lot of content, Blu-ray DVD updates, Blu-ray reviews, movie reviews, Disney movie review series. I do a lot of stuff because I'm a hardcore movie fan. I'm a hardcore Disney fan, of course. And I hope you have a nice day, and I'll see you guys next time.